Here we go. Product mockups 4 ways. Here's Canva. Then you can use ChatGPT, which added a neck and changed the face a little. And Photopea and Photoshop. So, pretty cool. You can do this with Canva, and the results are pretty good. The highlights, kind of these white highlights, come into the image, and you can resize it and edit it. So let's take a look. Escape. How we did it. All right. So ChatGPT was probably the easiest, right? You don't have to use any editors or any resizing. I typed in at the beginning soda can product mockup, and it kind of started to guide me through these different ways. I tried 3, a PSD, because when I see Photoshop I get excited. But it didn't really work, right? It created this PSD. I guess you could tell it, like, instead of your design here, you could have your text that you want, maybe, who knows. And so I tried to kind of add this image and say put image on can, but then it put the image in the wrong spot, right? And then finally I did another soda can product mockup, and somehow it just realized, oh, you want that image you uploaded on the soda can. So you can definitely do product mockups with ChatGPT. Just don't have a ton of control. You can do them with Canva pretty easy. So if I make a new document, 1920 by 1080, let's say, it doesn't really matter the dimensions, and then I come into Elements and scroll down to Mockups. Whenever you see this hill, green hills, blue sky, white cloud, here's Mockups, and you can search for like can. All right, and then I think you click on it and it shows up, or you could drag it in. And then I'm going to option drag just so we can see a little better. And then when you bring in your image, you want it to look for that blue aqua bounding box, and then it pops into the design and takes that placeholder, green hills, blue sky, white cloud. And then you can double click to get into the editor to resize it. And I just made it a little bit bigger. And then apply changes. And it's pretty good. So the thing is, you're kind of limited to the 4 or 5 soda cans that Canva has. So Canva doesn't have an extensive library of mockups as it does as Adobe Stock or FreePick, So Adobe's been doing this with Photoshop forever with smart objects, which is what we want to do, right? So what we want to learn. So I am going to come here to Adobe Stock, go to More, go to Templates. I'm in my sonoma.edu. So my Canvas with my Gmail, so I got to use a different browser. Tab, same browser, different tab, different window. All right, and so now I have access, and I think you can kind of scroll down here a little, and it has a section dedicated to mockups. All right, print design mockups. You could just try using templates and searching, but you could come down here to print design mockups. And then I searched for can. And print design mockups. Come on. Enter. There we go. And I scrolled a little. I just wanted one with a little more photorealistic. You could try like most popular for downloads. And you could see it has you could select the buttons for Photoshop, and you could try, I don't know, searching for what you're interested in. But so these have nice highlights. I kind of like how they have bubbles. So I just think these mockups have like more photorealistic textures a lot of the times in Photoshop. All right, so I'm trying to find the one I have on my desktop, and I know scrolling too much. Here it is, right? So once you find one you like, you can click to isolate it, and then you can click to go to the specific file, and you get a link you could send to someone. So this is good. You can have friends search for this. Let's try free pick just while we're here really quick, just so you see. Free pick should have I don't know, can mockup. Usually they have sections that are searchable, and you could, right? So these are pretty good too, right? They have kind of bubbles and water drops and really bright highlights and shadows. But I don't know, sometimes you want it diagonal, sometimes you want it, right? There's a lot of options on these. So get a template you like, and then the secret is just working with smart objects. So let's see, Photoshop template. They got mockups here, so you could, right, limit to mockups. Probably some similar ones from Adobe stock. And it's not just cans, right? Whatever you want, whether it's like a wrap on a car or a more complicated, obscure mockup, you can find them that you couldn't find on Canva. You can find them here. Okay, so I got my, I downloaded mine already. It's on my desktop. This soda can from Adobe stock. And it's pretty easy, right? So get a PNG with a transparent background. I'm going to drag the document, the file, the PSDT, right? It has a T on the end for template. And then I'm going to do file save as so I don't overwrite the original. And let's call this like Photoshop mockup demo. Okay, enter. All right, so it comes here on my desktop. It's saved. And then, right, it's all of these are a little different, but here's a label, the color's labeled, and there's a twirl down on the can. Really what you're looking for is your image here in brackets a lot of the times. And then this little icon in the bottom right corner is called a smart object, and you double click to edit it. Then we have it opens up the file in a PSB as an object, and I'm going to eyeball off this kind of placeholder text and just drag in my PNG with a transparent background. You can get, doesn't have to be transparent background, any image you can drag in and drop. It puts you in the free transform mode. If you want to like resize it a little, you can like hold option and click and drag a corner out to make it a little bigger. Check to apply, hit enter, or in the contextual taskbar, done to commit the transformation. And then there's a star or an asterisk, so our work is not saved. And you could go to file save, but I'm just going to hit the little X in the tab, and then I get the error message or the pop-up menu saying you want to save it. And yes, of course I want to save it. So save, it saves. And there it is. You can see the little bubbles if you zoom in, spacebar to get the hand, middle finger on command and zoom in, right? It's kind of nice how there's that like water bubble effect. The highlights kind of don't really work so well. Maybe it's my screen or computer, but it looks like you can mess with the blend modes, try changing it, right? If you want to try a different blend mode to get more interaction of those highlights. But I'm going to leave it, right? I'm going to go back Command 0 to zoom out, twirl closed. I don't need this background layer, so there's our nice transparent background. I don't need the shadow. And then I'm going to actually go Command Shift Option E to merge visible to top. And right, I just kind of like working. Now I just have this simple PNG on a transparent background if I want to rotate it or whatever. You know, sometimes when you have multiple groups, multiple layers, and you start messing with it, it's more difficult than just having your layer on a transparent background. Okay, so you could save it, file save, or export it. Export as PNG, export as, quick export as PNG, and get it on your desktop, and then do whatever you want with it. So desktop, sure. So that's Photoshop, pretty easy. I had trouble with Photopea saving to my P drive, so I eventually gave up. I don't know if my file, sometimes these, if we control click on the template and do get info, sometimes these, the file size, it says 150 megabytes. So, you know, maybe just kind of working over the cloud and online. I don't know where get info went. Get info is another way to look for file size, right? 157 megabytes. So maybe that was a problem, who knows? But it's just, I don't know, you just want a quick and easy PNG, so you don't need to worry too much. So let's go to the Photopea homepage and work local, saving local on our desktop. I'm going to take that PSDT template. I'm going to do file, save as PSD to get a PSD. I'll call this Photopea Mockup Demo, all one word, I guess. Or maybe I had a space. Let it save. Here it is. It's kind of nice. I don't know why it looks like it's nice. It looks nice and normal with the icon thumbnail here, but then it kind of got changed. All right, well, let's just get this done. So page unresponsive. Okay, so again, twirl open. It's pretty much the same in the layers panel. Twirl open. The smart object icon is a little different, but you see your image here. You double click to edit the smart object. Twirl down. You're in a PSD here, it looks like. Eyeball off and drag in your file. Option drag from a corner to resize. Check or enter to apply the transformation. Then you get the asterisk that says you haven't saved, and if you just X out, it doesn't know what to do, so you have to do file, save smart object. Smart object updated. Now you can X out of this layer 4, and then I'm just going to file, export. Oop, got confused there. File, export as PNG. Ooh, I didn't do my my transparent background. Cancel out of there. X. So I want to take the background off to make it transparent. Get rid of the shadow. Then I want to click on the top layer and do Command Option Shift E to merge visible to top. Then I can eyeball off, twirl close the other layers. And again, now I just have this. I could do Command T. Oops, that's a new tab. Command Option T, and then I could like drag it, and if I wanted to, I don't know, make it look a little different, I could. And then I'm going to click on that can layer so it's highlighted, the top layer, and do File, Export as PNG. Hit Save. And it should be PNG. All right, so should look the same as Photoshop with the bubbles, and I don't know. Again, the highlight didn't kind of come in, maybe because it's that black. Maybe it's my screen. All right, so you could mess with the blend modes, but I'm fine with it. So I guess I can save it while I'm here. File, save. And then maybe I could try uploading. I don't know. I tried a few times uploading to the P drive and just didn't get much luck. So there you go. That's 4 ways. Let me X out of this tab. Let me wait for it to save. Let me go to the home page. And then now maybe I can come to my P drive. Folder I'm working with, and then maybe drag it in. All right, so I just took my my can. I already got it here. Let's click on this and drop down the transparency. So let's use this PNG we just created. It's got a transparent background. Can option drag a corner out, put it off to the side, put a white shadow around it, outline, white, and I've been using this scroll to the top, this gray gradient. I just searched for a gray radial gradient. Then you can drag it in and Command Option left bracket to send it to the back. And then I like using this text app that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Text styling all the way at the end for Text Studio. Search for a blue text. This was the one I've been using with college font. This college bold. Take off the icon, add it to the design, place it over to the left, option drag to expand, and then share a JPEG for the web and for YouTube. All right, so I hope you learned something with mockups, and I look forward to seeing your mockups, and have fun with smart objects.